Hi, I'm Gary Martin Hayes, and on this segment of my TV show, we will take a look at what your car accident case is worth. Please stay tuned for great resources at the end of this video. Good morning. One question I'm often asked whenever a potential client calls my firm is, what is my case worth? And this is a great question, and I can certainly understand why clients would want to know the answer. Their lives have been turned upside down because of someone else's negligence. They want to know whether or not their bills will be paid or whether they will be reimbursed for their lost wages or compensated for their pain and emotional suffering. And I address this very question in my #1 best-selling book, The Authority on Personal Injury Claims in Georgia. It's the definitive guide for injured victims and their lawyers in car accident cases. When I meet with my clients, I actually give them a copy of this book and we discuss in detail their claims. Now let's look at the question again. What is my case worth? The only honest answer that I or any attorney can give to this question, especially if the wreck was very recent, is I don't know. And let me put this in more context for you. If an attorney could be in any position to tell you about the value of your claim, I'd be the one. My firm has handled over 33,000 claims since 1993 only for injured victims. This is all we do day in, day out. And I also used to represent insurance companies on the other side of these claims. But before anyone can provide you with the value of your claim, there are questions that need to be answered. It's difficult to list all the items we consider when we put a value on a claim. Our evaluations are not just based on the facts and the law, but upon jury verdict research, as well as our experience handling over 33,000 claims for injured victims and their families right here in Georgia. But let me at least highlight 9 factors we consider when valuing a claim. #1, the impact of the crash. How much property damage to the vehicles? Did the airbag deploy? Was the vehicle towed from the scene? The size of the vehicles involved and the time of the crash. #2, the severity of the injuries. Were the injuries visible at the scene? Was the injured victim treated at the scene? Was the injured victim transported by ambulance? Were there any broken bones, scarring, surgeries, or surgical recommendations? Are the injuries permanent or are they disabling? 3, the amount of the special damages. How much are the medical bills? What's the estimate of future medical treatment? How much in lost wages? How about future lost wages? Can lost wages be credibly documented? Are there any permanent impairments from the injuries? And who was the doctor that provided the medical treatment? And what about the credibility of the doctor? #4, the parties involved. How likable is the plaintiff? And that's the injured victim. How likable is the defendant, the person that caused the accident? The age of the plaintiff, any prior wrecks, any prior injuries, were any of the parties on the job when the wreck occurred? #5, can we seek punitive damages? These are damages that punish the defendant because of their conduct in causing the wreck. Were drugs and alcohol involved? Are there any witness statements regarding the parties at the scene of the wreck? We also look at the driving history of the defendant. Did the defendant attempt to flee, or did they actually flee the scene of the wreck? #6, was a tractor trailer involved? If so, there's commercial insurance coverage available. Did the truck driver or the trucking company violate any of the federal motor carrier safety regulations? Was driver fatigue involved? Did the driver have a valid CDL? And that stands for commercial driver's license. Do you have the driver's logs, their trip reports? Can you pursue potential claims against the trucking company for negligent hiring, negligent retention, or negligent supervision? Was the trailer properly loaded? Was the tractor trailer in proper working condition? Did the truck driver inspect the equipment before he started operating it? #7, we look at the defendant's insurance company. What insurance company provides coverage for the defendant, the at-fault driver? What are the limits of coverage? Did the insurance company accept responsibility for the wreck? Has the insurance company paid for the property damage to the plaintiff's vehicle, and how much was the property damage? #8, we look at the plaintiff's insurance company, the injured victim's insurance company. What coverage did they have? Are there uninsured motorist or underinsured motorist coverages available? Any MedPay coverage? And MedPay coverage is like health insurance on the vehicle that takes care of the medical bills for anybody that's actually an occupant of the vehicle if they're involved in the wreck, regardless of fault. And #9, where would a lawsuit be filed? This is also known as venue. Is it in an urban or rural area? What verdicts have been rendered in this county under similar circumstances? How often are civil jury trials held in this county? Are either parties well known in this county? In all personal injury claims, I highly recommend that you have your case investigated and evaluated by an experienced personal injury attorney. Folks, it's never a good idea to try and settle your claim with an insurance adjuster on your own, especially if you don't have any idea about the full nature and severity of your injuries. They are not in the business to try and give you all the cash and benefits you're entitled to receive. You have absolutely nothing to lose by speaking with an attorney about your claim. But think of all you can lose if you don't. And I make it real easy for you. If you have a question regarding any kind of claim, and especially a personal injury claim or a workers' compensation claim, just pick up the phone and give me a call. The consultation is free. There is no obligation. The phone number, 770-934-8000, or you can find information about me and my law firm by going to my website. It's GaryMartinHayes.com. And the phone number again, 770-934-8000. And we'll be right back after this.